booties for black girl nerds.
Hey girl, long time
Hey,
no see.
I know you look amazing as usual. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for yours.
I wanted to talk to you more about the sounds of the Spider-Verse. The writing and everything is incredible and it's beautiful, but it's almost a character in its own. And as a person who prioritizes music in your projects, I thought about you a lot with this and listening to it. What are your thoughts on the sounds of the Spider-Verse and the part it plays in it?
Thank you so much for asking me about that. I'm so excited to talk about it because that was one of the things that drew me to the original one, the original Spider-Verse, the first movie, I should say. Not only was it, like you said, just incredible writing and incredible story, but like the way that the music functioned and drew you in, it was just so good and so intentional. And I have to shout out Kier Lehman, who is the music supervisor for both projects, and he worked with us on Insecure, and I think he has an incredible ear for music. And like even just the black and brown artists that are involved in the soundtrack, and in this one in particular, you know, it's diasporic. You have Wizkid and along with Don Tolliver and the Futures and Metro Boomin executive producing. So like that, to just have music that's led by Black people, you know, that's spearheading one of the biggest movies, the biggest animated movies, shows so much intention, and it's just cool.
Mhm. The when I look at some of the commentary of people who've seen it, it's like a beautiful, like a honeymoon that continued from the first one, and it just keeps getting better and better and better. What do you even do with all that? Because I'm always afraid when something gets good, there's a drop, but it just keeps elevating. Have you paid any attention to just what the wave, what the love fest is with this film?
I have, and I share that sentiment. You only hope that, you know, there's so much to live up to with the first movie, and you hope that it's just as good, but in so many ways, like the second movie tops itself. And I understand the love fest. Like I completely share, just down to the animation and the specificity, and you know, talking to the filmmakers, talking to the directors, just about the different eras of Spider-Man comic book lore that they featured in this movie, so that like the true nerds can feel seen and understood. Like there's so much respect and love and care that the filmmakers put into these stories, and the different spider people, it brings them so much joy. You can tell in working with them, and you can tell just on the screen how much they care. And I think viewers appreciate that. You when you can recognize that a film is made with so much love and intention, it, you know, you feel it watching.
For sure. And lastly, it is now braiding season. You have beautiful braids. I got some braids. And I always think about trying to conceal myself as a Black woman in a spider costume and what that would look like. Who do you think, how many people think if you were in the full spider and managed to get the hair underneath it with the braid, could just pick you out in the crowd and be like, she turned sideways. I know that's Issa Rae for sure. For sure.
We're just having this hair conversation today. That's so funny. Um, that is interesting because I feel like even with the Spider Woman that I play, Jessica Drew, she doesn't wear a mask, and they're making a big deal about the fact that she just doesn't hide. But then I'm like, oh, maybe she doesn't wear a mask because she doesn't want to mess up her hair, and she can't fit her hair all up in the mask. So she was like, fuck it, they just gonna have to see me. But like for me, I think part of it, like I have been out in a mask in public in sunglasses and still been recognized, and I have a very specific walk. That's what I've been told. So I think that unfortunately the way I would fling my fingers and walk, and my clumsy web slinging would betray me every time. Like, oh, she just ran into a wall, I know that's Issa. So I would have to do a lot of disguising.
I don't know, maybe it's deep canon, maybe it's, she doesn't wear a mask because we as Black women have to wear a mask in society every single day. It's just deep, deep canon for her.
I think that's the spoken word version of Jessica Drew for sure. Yes.
Thank you. Well, Issa, you're incredible. Thank you. Beautiful film. I appreciate your time and have a wonderful everything you do. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Have
Take
a great
care.
day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Better shake your booties for Black girl nerves. Better shake your booties for Black girl nerves.